too powerful in stature for such a chair. We must have another one custom made just for you.
My beautiful wife, please join me in this special moment.
Take what's yours.
The days of my father's weak leadership are at an end. Qabilat al-Ishraf will thrive under my command. Beit Hashash have grown accustomed to their dealings with that shriveled old man. They feel safe, but no one is safe from me.
You will crush them, Habibi.
I will swallow all our rivals into the al-Ishraf conglomerate, the way a lion devours a gazelle. Those who resist, I will bankrupt or drive to ruin, if they are lucky.
You will be remembered as the strongest sheikh to ever rule Qabilat al-Ishraf. Now come, my dear. We must prepare for your celebrations. Our guests will be arriving shortly.
And who will be joining us for Qahwa this evening? I pray none of those squabbling hens you keep company.
No, it's just Abu Hamid and Abu Asil and the boy.
Why must our daughter continue to burden us with this half-man?
Sarah loves the boy. You must at least give him a chance.
I must do nothing. Sarah's free to indulge her curiosities, as grotesque and pathetic as they may be. But she will marry a man of good stock. My first act as sheikh won't be to poison our house with his peasant blood. Either she gets rid of him, or I will.
Then let her at least half this night. I will speak with the boy and resolve all of this with him, quietly. There's no need for us to upset our daughter.
Huh.
I don't think I can do this. I don't belong here.
Don't be stupid. If I say you belong here, you belong here.
عظم الله أجركم شيخ سالم. Your father, Sheikh Kamil, was an inspiring.
Have you ever seen such a quivering fawn?
Perhaps you should learn a lesson in manners from him, father.
That's it. I'm leaving.
اجلس. Coffee? Why do you care about my father's approval? I love you. It doesn't matter what he thinks.
Doesn't matter. He's the Sheikh of al-Ishraf. He controls everything here. He basically owns the city.
So what?
You think I don't know what al-Ishraf conglomerate is a front for? The other shady things it does? Why it's constantly at war with Beit Hashash.
My father would never hurt you.
How are you so sure?
I won't let him. Plus, Mama is on our side.
Face it. I'm not cut out for your family. It's not just about you and me and what we want. That's not how the world works.
So you're just going to give up? Not even try?
No. ما أعرف.
Things change. My father is not Sheikh Kamil. And I'm not my father. I don't have brothers or uncles. If I don't marry before my father passes away, the leadership of our family will pass on to me.
Which means?
Which means, as the leader of قبيلة الإشراف, I can take whoever I damn well please as my husband. Whether it happens now or happens later, if we want to be together, we will be.
Although the passing of my father is tragic, we must move forward. The gears of my business do not grieve. My enemies do not grieve. And although my heart is weighted with grief, I do not wear it upon my sleeve. I bury it deep within my chest, where it cannot be leveraged against me by allies or enemies alike. Indeed, it is the dawn of a new era in Qabilat al-Ishraf. A new era!
Khalid! Are you okay? Are you hurt?
I don't. Where are we?
I think we're still in the tower. I think it's under emergency lockdown.
Your father. I'm sorry.
No
I'm
time
so
for this now. We need to get out of here.
What is this? What is happening right now?
Beit Hashash.
Shit. What are we gonna do?
If I'm right, and we are still in the tower, I can get us out of here. I know all the secret ways out. We just need to get free.
Sarah, I love you. I love you. If we don't make it out of here,
What the hell was that?
Ya Allah!
I will not die like this!
It's not.
We're going to make it out of here.
Okay.
I promise.
Sarah, behind you. Sarah, behind you. What is this? Hey, what? No, Sarah! Sarah, come back, Sarah! Sarah! No, Sarah! Sarah! Sarah. Sarah.
Remove the sack.
What is this?
If you promise to stay put and listen, I will have them untie you.
What are they?
They are called sempiternals.
What?
Will you be still and listen? Unbind him. Away. 30 years ago, before I even heard the name Salim al-Ishraf, I was in love with a poor man. My father would not abide by it. Our house, Gabilat bin Sarmadi, are the custodians of a wicked power passed on for centuries. The sempiternals are our pillars, dark entities of fire and smoke, bounded by an ancient blood pact to my tribe's sheikhs in an eternal cycle of servitude. My father was the last male to ever rule Qabilat bin Sarmadi. Such a situation had never happened in the hundreds of years the Sempiternals had served us. His belief was that the custodianship of this power would pass on to my husband and then to a male heir if I were to produce one. Father turned away my true love, forced me into a marriage with Salim, certain that the servitude of the Sempiternals would be preserved by a worthy bloodline. Worthy? Salim was a savage, unworthy of any power of respect. Though my father believed that upon his death, the loyalty of the Sempiternals would pass on to Salim, but I discovered something fascinating. Their loyalty remained with me. I concealed this from Salim, instructing the Sempiternals to obey my stupid husband's every word, until I commanded them otherwise. I was biding my time, waiting for the right moment to liberate myself, until, rather peculiarly, you came into our lives.
Me?
I had failed to produce a male heir, as my father had failed with me. I only had my beloved daughter, my only child, blessed with her father's raw strength, though thankfully unburdened by his savagery and stupidity. My beloved daughter, who fell in love with the son of Latif bin Najjar.
You knew my father?
My boy, I loved your father. It was destiny correcting itself. The bloodline that was ordained to carry on the power of the Sempiternals, denied by my conceited father, could still exist after all. The only obstacles were Salim and his father, the elder Sheikh Kamil. Convincing Salim to dispose of his father was disgustingly simple. He was ready to throttle the old man with his bare hands. I convinced Salim to use the Sempiternals to do the deed instead, to make it seem like the old man had succumbed to his age. I knew that once Salim assumed power, removing him would have been even simpler.
You killed the most powerful man in the city? You butchered his closest friends. You'll never get away with this!
I will. The outside world will believe we were attacked by Beit Hashash. Away! Who would question their eagerness to strike al-Ishraf at such a delicate transition of power?
Why? Why like this? Why harm your own daughter?
She hasn't been harmed. She is stronger than any of us. Stronger than you are. I'm disappointed to say. But who am I to doubt destiny? You will marry her and assume custodianship of the sempiternals, as should have happened with the heir I might have produced with Latif. This power will eventually pass on to your child. Until then, you will keep this to yourself. You will rule in silence and wage a war against Beit Hashash. No one will know what transpired here, especially not my daughter. And if you breathe a word, I will make it so that the sempiternals destroy you and your family.
I can't, I won't!
Your sniveling self dies today! Moving forward, my final wish will be for the sempiternals to aid you in asserting Ben Sarmadi's dominion over the region.
Final wish?
For people to truly believe this has been done by Beit Hashash, I cannot survive the night. The story will go that by a stroke of luck, my daughter's brave lover, Khalid bin Najjar, was in the building on that fateful day. And he used his guile and strength to lead her out for safety.
I won't kill you.
You could not kill me, even if you tried. A pity that Latif and I never produced an heir. The child would have been so very unlike you. A dying wish carries great weight with the sempiternals. They may serve you now, but never forget what will happen to you or your loved ones if you ever speak of this. And now, it is time for me to join your father.